Would you ever have believed rumors spreading around the internet which seemingly are entirely false? Well, other fans have. These rumors and speculations have driven fans and celebrities crazy, but yet they just do not stop. Stay tuned to find out all the important unanswered questions we need answered. First up, Lady Gaga is a man? If you've ever seen Miss Gaga, you might know that she is not a fan of pants. After all, sometimes she occasionally has the urge to wear marbles, cigarettes, or even raw meat. We cannot assess her. You might not always wear your pants, but, Gaga is in her top form. However, some rumors are going around that Lady Gaga might have one physical characteristic that defines a man. Some people think that Gaga has a secret that she's not hiding very well in her outrageous and figure-hugging outfits. Why? She's been running around a lot in unitards that are pretty tight in the genitals. Whatever it is, she still rocks those units. Although they're pretty certain there isn't any truth to this, we also know that people won't stop saying it. Next up, does Jennifer Lopez have a body worth $1 billion? It was claimed that Jennifer Lopez's butt, complete with attached legs because why not, was worth a staggering $1 billion in the late 1990s. She's a human being made of flesh and meat, so to hear this is incredibly ridiculous. The New York Post and the London Sun were two tabloids that covered this story. According to rumors, Lopez's assets were originally valued at $300 million. However, by the time the story circulated a couple of times, the sum had increased to $1 billion. Despite having a great body, the actress and singer laughed the story off as very funny. She was kind enough to interpret it as a joke. After all, someone was dreaming of the lower half of her body. Perhaps she has a warranty on her butt, but she won't say how much. Perhaps the story is entirely untrue. Next off, is Snoop Dogg a Mormon? Here's some context if you do know what Mormon means. The religious practices and theology of the Restorationist Christian Latter-day Saint movement are known as Mormons. Rapper Snoop Dogg declared on April 1st a few years back that he, quote, couldn't get enough of the Book of Mormon. Many took this to mean that he was thinking about joining the Church of the Latter-day Saints. Although it was probably just a joke, Snoop is also referred to as the weed rapper, so it's quite doubtful that he would give up his favorite activity to practice the religion. Perhaps he's a follower of the Mormon faith, maybe he's changing his life significantly, or maybe he was talking about the Book of Mormon play. Next up, Halle Berry and her 6 toes. This myth is a weird one. It's probably one of those tales that got developed because people both adore and despise attractive, brilliant celebrities. Who even had the time to look up how many toes Halle Berry had and they posted about it? Eddie Murphy joked that Halle Berry's feet were hammer time, but it was only a hilarious quip from their 1990s film Boomerang, in which they both featured. Rumors spread Berry had 6 toes and first arose in 2005, most likely the edited photograph that started this rumor, probably a bunion or blister, the development in question. After all, walking the red carpet in such high heels from a designer line can be taxing on anyone's feet. Next up, Miley Cyrus is pregnant? Once upon a time, J14 had an interview with singer and actress Miley Cyrus. The interview was slightly staged and edited. According to the report, Cyrus acknowledged being, quote, 14 and pregnant. According to a popular urban legend, this interview served as the model for the MTV reality program 16 and Pregnant, even though we haven't seen Miley with a child and are confident that she was never pregnant. This myth still appears occasionally. However, Cyrus has reportedly stated that she was, quote, not ready to be a mom and that she didn't want to lose her figure at such a young age. Before she gets all the twerking and weed smoking out of her system, Miley probably wouldn't make a very good parent. Next off, Barbra Streisand acted in a movie for adults. This myth has probably been spread before among Barbara's most loyal fans, and it was allegedly discovered that the singer has been in a adult film in a book called Blue Movies of the Famous. The book claimed that because Barbra Streisand's nose was so prominent, the woman in the movie appeared to be her, and that there was a strong probability she wasn't a body double. Streisand did not appear in any nudie movies, as the idea that she did was eventually debunked. An adult celebrity impersonator with a long filmography, Tasha Vo, has acted in several movies. It's possible that the rumor started since Streisand did appear as a model on the Playboy cover in the 1970s. Next up, Pamela Anderson got some of her ribs removed. This is yet another online myth that just won't go away. The ever-famous Baywatch babe, Pamela Anderson, has essentially spent her whole career in the tabloids. Some of the rumors, like the ones about her marriage to rocker Tommy Lee, her breast implants, and the awful house in Vision were accurate. It has been said that the Anderson removed portions of her ribs to reduce the size of her waist. Though this is a myth, despite having the classic and elegant hourglass figure during her Baywatch days. As she aged, her tummy hasn't always been a trimmed and tucked in. Considered that she had 2 children, it makes perfect sense. The rumor that she had a rib removed surgically is exceedingly doubtful, even though she looks fantastic. Next off, is Tupac alive? It's not the first time celebrities have faked their death, but it's highly unlikely with famous rappers like Tupac. Following many shootings, Tupac Shakur passed away in 1996. Since many of his early rhymes are still relevant to a variety of issues we're facing in society today, his death had a significant effect on hip-hop. Many people continue to believe Shakur is alive and probably well. Since the rapper's passing in the middle of the 1990s, some admirers have come to believe that he staged his death and fled to an isolated island to escape the problem in American society. Even a fabricated CNN website carried a report that Tupac had been out shopping with some companions in California a few years prior. The desire for individuals to think that their idols would live forever is evident in this situation. Next off Marilyn Manson is Paul Pfeiffer? Do you recall Josh Savino, the young actor who portrayed Paul Pfeiffer in The Wonder Years? Well, he hasn't been around much lately, has he? Some people think that Pfeiffer hasn't been seen in public as himself because he changed his identity to Marilyn Manson and doesn't want anyone to know. Because Paul Pfeiffer spent so much time in Fred Savage's shadow, some fans believe that he lost his mind. Others believe that the ideal approach to attract women is to become a rock star when you're used to being an innocent kid star. Whatever the case is, it's untrue, but speculating is entertaining. Next up, Bob Marley and Anna Wintour had a relationship. At fashion presentations, Anna Wintour's opinions of the utmost importance. She is the composed queen of fashion and editor of Vogue. It's difficult to believe that this stylish innovator had ever had a relationship with the late, great reggae musician Bob Marley. According to Wintour's biographer, Anna first met Marley in New York in the 1970s and fell in love with him right away. The two allegedly spent the following 7 days, quote, getting to know one another. After their meeting, though, Wintour has refrained from commenting on the rumors. Many led to believe that something did occur between her and Marley as a result of this. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Fred Rogers' PBS children's program, was his most well-known work. In addition, he was an activist and author. Additionally, there is a rumor that before earning his income by singing instructional songs and switching his shoes, Mr. Rogers was a sniper in the United States Navy. Additionally, the myth discloses that Rogers committed over 150 wartime murders. This is certainly untrue. The audience, however, has a preoccupation with making seemingly innocent people seem far edgier. Another claim said that Rogers had numerous tattoos hidden beneath his cardigans, but we're gonna guess that is also an untrue myth. Next off, the head of Walt Disney is frozen. Walt Disney's head is supposedly on ice according to a long-time running urban legend or practical joke. Perhaps it was felt that it would be intriguing to give the impression that the king of children's animation received an unexpected tribute after his passing. This myth was originally inspired by a Simpsons episode when Disney's body gets cryogenically preserved. Disney's frozen head was also brought up on 30 Rock. Even the Weekly World News reportedly ran a report claiming Walt Disney's head had been taken. However, contrary to popular belief, the newspaper did not start the initial rumor. Some Disney history state that the well-known animator and tycoon made arrangements to have his internal organs cryogenically frozen after learning he had lung cancer. Some of these celebrity rumors are way too interesting and some are just straight up weird. Which celebrity myth do you think was the weirdest? Which celebrity myths have we missed? Make sure to let us know your thoughts below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.